Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we are blowing up the Atlanta Hawks in NBA 2K24. So the Atlanta Hawks, man, they are not off to the greatest start in the world by any means. And I think Trae Young is kind of getting frustrated. I might be wrong about that, but he might want to go contend maybe somewhere else. But like I said, this is just a fun little video of us just, blowing up the Atlanta Hawks. Let's get straight into it with the trade. So, I don't know if these trades make sense to y'all. Obviously, everybody has their own opinion. Also, Start Today is finally working again. After like 2.5 months of the season starting, we got Start Today back, which I'm happy, but it's kind of crazy that it took that long for them to fix Start Today. Or even if they were even trying to fix it. I don't know, man. But let's go straight into the trade. So, starting off with the first trade, we got the DeJounte Murray trade. So, basically, we're trading DeJounte Murray over to the Miami Heat, as well as Patty Mills, for Kyle Lowry, and I think that was two first-round picks. And then we also got a 2026 second-round pick. So, we're sending DeJounte Murray and then Patty Mills as a zone for Kyle Lowry and two first-round picks. I do an extra second-round pick in there because why not? And then, yeah, so basically we're getting Kyle Lowry. We're getting two first-round picks for DeJounte Murray. Really like that trade. It can make sense. The Heat could definitely need another guy to give you at least 20, 25, 20 a night. Now we got the Clint Capella trade. So we're sending Clint Capella over to the Dallas Mavericks. They can also use another body down there, in my opinion. Clint Capella would fit perfectly with Luka Doncic and Grant Williams, in my opinion, down low. And I feel like the lobs would be amazing. I think it could just be a great addition. And then rebounding as well, it can upgrade. So I feel like Clint Capella is the perfect fit for the Mavericks, in my opinion. So basically, are trading Capella over to the Mavericks for Rashawn Holmes, Maxi Kleber, Jaden Hardy, and a 2028 first-round pick. The main thing we got is Jaden Hardy and a first-round pick, and I really like that trade for us. I can definitely see why the Mavericks do that, because Jaden Hardy has also been struggling to start the season. I don't know if they lost hope in him. I was kind of debating between Josh Green and Jaden Hardy, and I know Jaden Hardy turned into a really good player, so I chose Jaden Hardy instead. So, like that trade as well. Then with the big trade, the Trae Young trade. So basically, we're trading Trae Young to the Orlando Magic. The Magic can honestly use another point guard, in my opinion. Trae Young would fit that perfectly. Also, to their good start at the season, they can definitely be looking to make a big movement. Maybe go after a Zach LaVine, a Trae Young, maybe something else, man. I definitely think they could be out in the market, maybe looking for something. I might be completely wrong about that, but basically, we're trading Trae Young, Wesley Matthews, and Muhammad God. These guys are just known players. Shouldn't really matter too much. For Anthony Black, Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac, and 3 future first-round picks. So the main thing we're getting out of this is Anthony Black and 3 first-round picks for Trae Young, and I really like that trade for us. So yeah, we got a bunch of picks and players in all these retrades right here. So now we officially blown up the Atlanta Hawks. So this is how the team is looking right now. We could go on our way to maybe go out and trade like DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic, but I think I'm gonna wait till the offseason to do that. And yeah, so we were 25 and 26 in the season, by the way. But here is your fixed rotation after blowing the whole thing up. We got Kyle Lowry, Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, Sadiq Bey, Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac, AJ Griffin, and Anthony Black. So, obviously, I think I want to go ahead and start Kyle Lowry for the season, and that I think I'm going to run a 9-man. Actually, I think I'm going to play Kyle Lowry 10 minutes, then give Anthony Black 26 minutes. I want him to be our starting point guard of the future. I don't know if he can do it. We can definitely, move on as time goes on, but Anthony Black is going to get the starting point guard keys. But if there's anyone I'm missing that's, out of the rotation, Jaden Hardy, which, Kobe Buffkin, I wouldn't, I think I'm going to play him for Kyle Lowry. We can just end up maybe trading Kyle Lowry maybe to another team, but I don't know what team we want to take on that big, unnecessary, expiring contract. So Kobe Buffkin, I'll put in the rotation, and then Jaden Hardy, I would love to get you minutes if there's no one really want to take you out for, so we might honestly send Kobe Buffkin, actually, Jaden Hardy. I would hate to send a 2-year, do we send him to the G League? He hasn't really been getting that much run in real life, so I'll send him down to the G League. I know it does suck, but I want him to be I want him to be ready next year to get minutes, because next year definitely get minutes. So then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We take a look at shot tendencies here. who I want to be taking the most shots. Honestly, I really don't know. I don't know who's gonna be the number one guy yet. So I mean, I guess Sadiq, or we can boost up Anthony Black shots and see a little bit. So Jane Hardy's at 80 in the G League, which is nice. So I'll boost up Anthony Black's to an 80, or I mean a 70, or we can boost up to a 70, or let's boost up to 80. Why not? And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Jalen Johnson as well, but he's been having a really good season. The Atlanta Hawks has a wrist injury right now. I'll boost that up, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I want to be a tanking team, and then we can see what we do after that. At the end of the season, Luka Doncic is your MVP, Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Sixth Man, Russell Westbrook, Defensive Player, Victor Wembanyama. Most Improved goes to Jalen Johnson, so that's a great start to his career, or to the video, actually. So him winning Most Improved Player is absolutely amazing, from 5 points per game to 13 points. So, Clutch Player, De'Aaron Fox, Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year, and then we got Jordan Hobson as your Executive, and then, yeah. So, I'll be a first team, I'll be a second team, and I'll be a third team here. I don't see Trae Young anywhere, but hopefully he's thriving in Orlando. All defensive teams, obviously, but this year, we actually did make the plan, so that's I didn't want to make the plan or the playoffs at all, which definitely sucks. We were a couple. We could have lost in a couple other games, right? Dang, the Wizards went 11-71, which is kind of crazy. They should have the best odds of getting the number one overall pick. 11-71. It has to be the worst record I ever saw on 2K, but. Let's see. Hopefully we lose here by the Indiana Pacers. Hopefully we do. I really hope we do. So, honestly, I'm probably going to rest our guys. I really do not want to make the play-in this year or the playoffs. So let's see. I'm going to try and rest all of our, I don't know if we could do it, but let's say we don't play Anthony Black at all because, I don't want to make the the playoffs. I keep saying plan. So, let's play Kyle Lowry a couple minutes. Let's also rest Jalen Johnson, man. I'm really not trying to lose this game at all. Let's swap Jalen Johnson, Anthony Black, and then hopefully with no scoring out there, we should lose, right? We should 100% lose this game. I'm gonna play all these guys extended. I'm doing everything in my power to lose so we can get a high draft pick. So let's see if we lose by the Indiana Pacers. It would be absolutely amazing to go and lose by the Indiana Pacers because I really do not want to win. But it's looking like even with Anthony Black and Jalen Johnson, we're gonna put up the fight, and we're gonna okay, I get it, but let's not go to the Brooklyn Nets. Let's not beat the Brooklyn Nets here, because I just don't want to lose. Please don't tell me we win, and we're gonna win. Gotta be kidding me, bro. I guess Anthony Black played. Like, are you kidding me, man? We're in the playoffs. I thought we were gonna be worse than this, but I guess our like task here is the Boston Celtics, which we're obviously gonna lose by this team, but so that's why I didn't want to make it either. I obviously know we're not gonna beat the Celtics, even though we're actually gonna go and beat them in six. What is going on, man? Okay, if we beat the Heat, and we get to play DeJounte Murray. So the script writers are cooking here. Maybe if we go ahead and beat DeJounte Murray, beat Trae Young to go to the finals. If they beat the Knicks, Trae Young, it could definitely happen. But let's see, man. All right, so we got the Heat. I don't know if we're beating Miami Heat though. Yeah, we're probably not, right? Maybe, and yeah, we're gonna lose by the Heat. Yeah, so. Alright, I didn't want to make the playoffs, but it looks like we just beat the Celtics, as a rebuilding team, which, like I said, I didn't want to make the playoffs, but I don't know, man. I'm guessing we don't have a pick since we made the playoffs. You don't have like a high lottery pick. We got the Bulls, Blazers, and the Wizards getting number 3, which is kind of crazy that they didn't get number 1 after being 11-71, but. We got pick 15, it's looking like, so pick 15 of the draft. I would love to maybe trade up. I don't know if we could do it, though. Maybe, put, pick 15 and pick 30, maybe 20 to move up in the draft to see what we can get. I would love to snag up maybe, an Isaiah Collier or Alex Starr or Ron Holland in this draft. I want Isaiah Collier the most. I want Alex Starr. I don't know if you'll be able to get Alex Starr. Okongwu's mad right now for some reason, but I want Alex Starr on the team. I don't know what it would take to get him, but what is he projected to go? He's projected to go number 3, so I'm gonna try to get either pick 3 or 2. Let's see if we can do it. So the Wizards, I'm not gonna try and trade for them. Obviously, they're probably not gonna want to do it, but I don't know if the Blazers would be interested in like all these 3 picks for pick 2 in the draft, and they're going to decline, which is fair. Let's see what we can throw in there and tell you. I'll offer Bogdan. I mean, they're gonna have to maybe take on something. Maybe we can't do it, which I guess is fine. I really wanted Alex R, but we were too good, so we wanted to do that. I'm gonna put, trade a override off because I had to do that to make those big trades, but yeah, it definitely sucks. So. Alright, so we're probably just gonna go ahead and hop into the draft. I don't know if Alex R falls that far, but it definitely sucks we can't get any of them. So, pick 15, let's see what we can get in the draft. I mean, I'll see if we can try something to trade up, but I don't know. I'm trading Bogdan, Bruno Fernando, and pick 15 in the draft for pick 7 and Paul Reed. No, it's not the best, but it's whatever. So, pick 7 from the Sixers. At least we're moving up, right? So that's fair. I can live with that. Alex Sarr going to the Bulls. We got Isaiah Collier going to the Blazers. We got Moncassell to the Wizards. Ron Holland. Let's just send to our pick. I really don't care. So Matt Buzelis, Justin Edwards, Nikola Topic, Donovan Clan. I mean, what do we need the most? Let's see. Center, once again, I loved Alex Sarr, but sadly, you just can't get him in this video. I mean, I want Anthony Black to play the starting, so maybe I would say the 2 guard if there was anything the most. So just, we could, the best shooting guard is not even, he's not even in the mock draft, I don't think so. So, let's just take the best talent, and I guess we can take, but Buzelis didn't really turn anything either. Let's take Nikola Topic. Sure, let's take Nikola. I never take him, and then we can go ahead and go, let's see. Let's say we go Bobby Klitman, and then with pick 30, we can take Kyle Flipkowski. Why not? So, that'll be it. I'll accept all you guys. Team player options, we got AJ Griffin. Sean Holmes going to accept, qualifying offers, we got Sadiq Bey, a player that I would love to re-sign, but do we have any money in the offseason? And no, we do not, so... It's not the year yet. We're gonna have all the cap space, but can we resign Sadiq Bey? That's all. Okay, it's saying we can't resign Sadiq Bey, but I'm pretty sure we can anyway. So I hate when it does this. So we'll have Nikola Topic, Kobe Buffkin. Once again, we have a lot of guards in the team that could definitely get minutes for us. Hardy, I'm not quite sure what his role is gonna be yet for the team, but okay. So who's gonna be it's either gonna be Anthony Black or Nikola Topic starting. Topic actually goes up at the 2, so we might actually play Black. Okay, so Black is 6'7". I'm gonna move Anthony Black to the 2. Nikola Topic will start. So then secondary positions, I will fix those around. So if I can go to it, okay, secondary positions, Anthony Black will be point guard. So move it to point guard, and after that, it should be fine, right? So yeah. Alright, so Nikola Topic, Kobe Buffkin, Anthony Black, Jane Hardy, DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, Jonathan Isaac, Maxi Kleber, Bobby Klitman, Yeke Kungu, Paul Reed, Rashawn Holmes, and Kyle. So, I feel like we can just straight up cut it. Maybe Rashawn. I mean, is there any team want to like take on Rashawn Holmes for like a 2nd-round pick? I don't know if they'd be willing to. We got the Rockets for like a 2nd-round pick swap. Okay, you can have him. So Rashawn Holmes going to Houston here. We can either start Meatball Paul or Kyle here, which I'm fine with that. And I feel like we have the rotation heading into the season here just like this. I'm fine with it, but we can sign a minimum contract. I feel like that will be fine. So let's bring in, we have, Maxi Kleber. I wouldn't really call him a veteran, so this is going to be, like, a quick turnaround. I'm not one to, like, maybe take so long in this video. Kind of like the Chicago Bulls when we rebuilt on Kobe White. Like, a quick turnaround here. Let's sign, like, a nice aging veteran. Not a nice aging veteran, just a guy that, can bring some maturity to the locker room. So let's see who we can get. Let's sign Jim. Actually, you know what? Okay, let's see who would be the guy we go after here that can bring something to the table. Actually, honestly, who cares, man? So I'll see you guys at the beginning of the season to go through the rotation. Let's have this quick turnaround, man. Okay, they actually want to start Kobe Buffkin, which if you want to see how that goes, I mean, sure. If you want to start Kobe Buffkin, then I'm moving Anthony Black to point guard for now. And then we'll have, so Anthony Black, Kobe Buffkin, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, Nke Kungu, Sadiq Bey, AJ Griffin, Jane Hardy, Jonathan Isaac, and Nikola Topic. I hate Nikola only getting 26 minutes, but maybe they switch around later once they find out that Topic might be better. I'll leave it like this just in case they change their mind, actually. And then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I'm going to send Kyle to the G League. I'll call you up when we need you. Also, Bobby Clipman. I didn't say it, but Sadiq Bey actually returned his qualifying offer. See you guys at the end of the season. Trading DeAndre Hunter over to the Los Angeles Clippers for Norman Powell and a first-round pick. Dude, they say they're gonna agree. We get DeAndre Hunter off of us, so we have two starting options here. So we can either start AJ Griffin or like Jalen Johnson or Sadiq Bey. So AJ Griffin or Sadiq Bey. I think it is going. I mean, let's see what 2K suggests. It's gonna be AJ. Yeah, it's gonna be AJ Griffin. So, like I said, they ended up starting Nikola Topic, and he's having a really good rookie season. 13 points, 35% from three. Anthony Black's averaging 17.5, 35% from three with six assists and one steal per game. They want to start AJ Griffin, 10 points per game, 44% from three. If he can like put the same production like DeAndre Hunter had, I wouldn't be mad at it. So Sadiq Bey's averaging 13.5, 5 rebounds, 40%. They're honestly both really good wings. Like we can all agree on that. But you know, we don't really have a backup small forward. We have Seth Lundy as it, which, I mean, I have no idea who that is, but if he develops into something nice, that would be amazing. But for now, like, to even out the spot, I mean, I guess we'll leave it, man. Who cares? So, obviously, we're 32 and 19 in the season. Let's keep it up. I'm kind of surprised. I said it was going to be a quick turnaround, but I don't expect us to turn around this fast. So, my luck in 2K is getting really, really good. Hopefully, we can win a championship sooner rather than later. He again, but this year we were in the playoffs, man. We were the fourth seed in the Western Conference, so this little turnaround ended up being really nice. We got Chicago. Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic. They still got the core that they got now, which we won't be seeing this much longer, by the way. So, heading into our player test, we're going to play the Bulls, like I said. So, we had about 18 from Anthony Black, 16.5 from Jaden Hardy, 10.5 from Jalen Johnson, 13 from Sadiq Bey, 13 from Nikola Topic, 10 from AJ Griffin, 10 from Norman Powell, 10 and 10 from A.K. Kungu. We had 8 from Kobe Buffkin, 6 from Paul Reed, 6 from Jonathan Isaac, 1.5 from Seth Lundy. So, we got Chicago. So, let's see what happens. So, obviously, they got Alex Starr, the guy. That was my dream target here, but we just couldn't get him, and we are going to go ahead and beat them in 5 to play Cleveland with Darius Garland off, Mitchell Isaac, Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Caris Silver, Max Juice, Dario Saric, Ty Jerome, and Craig Porter. So let's see what happens. Game 1, they're gonna take. Game 2, they're gonna take. Game 3, they're gonna take, and we are going to fall here to the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. Definitely sucks, but the Cavs, they're a different beast than 2K, man. They go and win the championship as well. Clay Thomas, we got Brook Lopez, and Russell Westbrook retiring as a Hornet, which is interesting. Delano Gallinari also retiring as a Sixer. We got the Utah Jazz player retiring as well. Couldn't see who that was. So, we're projected pick 13 via Orlando, and we are going to go ahead and get pick 13 via Orlando. So, we're gonna get that pick since it was from the Trae Young trade, obviously. So, thank you, Orlando. You gave us the 13th overall pick for Trae Young and much more. How did y'all get LeBron? Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all didn't win the championship with LeBron, Harvin Carroll, and Trae Young, Franz Wagner as well. Goodness, this team is stacked, man. I mean, that team was kind of insane, but, you know, getting LeBron on the Magic with Trae Young, it's just kind of insane. I don't know how you guys pulled that off, but like I said, we have pick 13. Let's immediately hop in. We could definitely use the trade. I mean, we could definitely use this pick to trade or to make a trade. Let's see. Norman Powell, pick 13 to see what's available. So, Vucevic, actually, there's not much options. That's the number 1 overall pick, and all those pick 21. I thought I was seeing things, but alright, let's go ahead and draft your pick 13. Let's see what's available. So we got Floyd, Hugh Gonzalez. I think I'm going to take Floyd here. So Floyd Bendiga, welcome to the team. And then I'll take Damian Sarr. So that'll conclude. Then I'll go ahead and accept the vote for you guys. Team players, we got Anthony Black, AJ Griffin, and Kobe Buffkin. We got Jalen Johnson. I'm going to extend the qualifying offer to. Then we got the Bird. I see Jalen Johnson, which I'm going to go ahead and extend him. Jonathan Isaac, I'm not going to. Sadiq Bey, I'm going to resign you. So Sadiq Bey and Jalen Johnson, 2 forwards that I definitely need you guys back. Welcome to the team. So I'm going to move one of you guys to small forward. I don't know who it'll be. It'll probably be Sadiq Bey because he goes up to an 82. So Sadiq Bey goes up to an 82. So I like our chances this year, man. I definitely like our chances. One thing I would say we need is like a backup power forward. I want Floyd to be the backup center. So if we can maybe trade like Paul Reed and something else for a backup power forward. offering Paul Reed, Kyle, and a first round pick. We got so many firsts, honestly. I mean, a second. I mean, I don't know if they'd be willing to even do this with me anyway. We might have to add a first. Oh, they agree. Okay, we get Obi Toppin as a backup power forward W. Alright, so Obi Toppin and Jalen Johnson will share the. Actually, Jalen Johnson will be starter. Never mind. Obi Toppin will come off the bench. Maxi Kleber, Bobby Klitman. So Maxi Kleber, I'm just gonna cut him. We don't really need him anymore. I don't care. So he's cut. So we'll have Cole Topic, Kobe Buffkin. We'll have Anthony Black, Jaden Hardy, Dwight Powell. Norm Powell's another guy that I really don't want, but you know it's whatever. He has a big contract, so keep that in mind. And then yeah, I really like our chances this year to maybe contend. Have a Kungu and Floyd. Let's see, man. Let's see. So that's really all we need to do. So you know, I feel like we're ready. I feel like we're definitely ready to go and make the So in this year 3, let's see what we can do. Seth Lundy is back. Anthony Black's going up. Sadiq Bey's going up. Adrian Griffin's going up. Nicola's going up. Jalen Johnson, Kakungu. All these guys are going up, man. It's time to take the next step. Bobby Clement actually developed pretty nicely, so we could have maybe played. But honestly, let's just download the 2026 draft class. Let's hop into the season. Let's hop into the rotation, and then let's see what we can do. So let's download the 2026 draft class, and then yeah, let's hop into it. So advance to the next season. Now, let's see the rotation. So, we got Nikola Topic, Anthony Black, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, Onyenke Kungu, Sadiq Bey, Obi Toppin, Jaden Hardy, Floyd, and then that's the rotation. So, I like the rotation. I like what we got. Proficient. Actually, a power ranking lands us first. So, 2K is a big believer. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So this year we are the 5th seed, so we went 44 and 38 on the season heading into our players test. We had 18 from Anthony Black, 15 from Jalen Johnson, 15, 15, and 13. We got, I think I can move 12, but we got the star horn. So LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Quentin Grimes, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. You know, Terry Rozier off the bench. He's been playing absolutely insane for the Hornets, yeah. So Quentin Grimes, Brandon Miller, and then LaMelo Ball. So let's see what happens. I'm not intimidated by this team, so we should be able to beat them. And in 6, yes, we do. Now we got the Pistons, which they're like 20 and 25, 24, 23, something like that by the time I'm recording this video. But apparently, they built together a super team. Kate Cunningham, Jay Navia, Star Thompson, Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren, Jamal Murray, Miles Center, Ron Holland, Marvin Bagley, and Isaiah Stewart off the bench. You're joking, bro. Davion Mitchell, Killian Hayes, and Aaron Holiday. No, I just hurry up and beat us, man. I don't care. Just hurry up and beat us. Just hurry up and beat us. Yeah, whatever. This team should not. How did they physically put? No, I have to see. Yeah, how did they physically put together this team? Because okay, Jamal Murray somehow they signed him, even though all NCRAs he would sign there. They signed Miles Turner for a minimum. That was it. I knew something was up. They signed Miles Turner for a minimum contract. Like I don't know how the CPUs always get away with signing these guys to a minimum. Like, if I'd offered the same exact contract on day 12, they would probably decline it, but let's see. Alright, so heading into the draft, you know what, this might actually be the last year, or, we might have to make a trade, because obviously things aren't working. We have a lot of draft picks. I'll look to see if it was to upgrade. I don't know. It'll probably be small forward or center. Let's see what's available, I guess. For agency here, I would love to have money, but we just don't have it really. But we got money for like a really good role player at least. So AJ Griffin is asking for 26 million. It's a really good, guard. I'll probably bring him back. Luka, obviously he's most likely going back to the Mavericks. But all right, Cole Tope, Kobe Buffkin, Anthony Black, Jaden Hardy, Sadiq Bey. I feel like we're ready. Maybe we have to push up some shot tendency. Maybe that must be the problem. So Griffin, gonna bring you back. And that's really it, right? So AJ Griffin is the only guy that I'm really concerned about. Okay, we got all the big expiring contracts out of here. So Kobe Buffkin, yeah, we got all the big expiring contracts out of here. Now let's fill with our young guys. So if Floyd can develop, if all these guys can develop, that would be absolutely amazing. But just in case he doesn't develop, all time we can Craig Porter Jr. I mean, who cares? So Craig Porter Jr. will be the backup wing. Can also be used in the trade for $3 million. So Craig Porter Jr. will sign you. I didn't do much. I actually didn't do anything else that season. So in the off season, but your rotation: Cole Topic, Anthony Black, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, Okungu Sadiq Bey, Jaden Hardy, Obi Toppin, Floyd, and Kobe Buffkin. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. For the final season, I decided we're the fourth seed. We gotta play the Celtics. We beat them earlier. No reason why we should lose again. But like I said, so 17 from Jalen Johnson, 18 from Anthony, actually 19 from Anthony Black, 17 from AJ Griffin. So he took a big leap this year, averaging 17. So that contract was definitely well deserved. 47% from three. Honestly, he's our best 3-point shooter on this team. We can just at least all agree on that, right? 10 from Flory, 11, 12 from Kobe Buffkin, 13 from Jaden Hardy, 10 from Okungu, 6 from Obi Toppin, 5 from Bobby Clemens. We got Boston, like I said. So in round one against the Celtics, Jalen Johnson is gonna get hurt too. 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, you gotta be kidding, right? Jalen Johnson. Hardy is also not fully healthy. We need Jalen Johnson if we want to win, right? Let's just get this. Actually, yes, let's get this series over with. And Jalen Johnson, how far are you? 4 to 6 weeks. He'll be back. He'll be back in the conference finals. So we're missing out on 17 points per game, just like that. We got Washington now, so Spawn Cassell, Jordan Poole, Denny Avdia. I don't think we should lose by the Wizards, but game one, Hardy is fully healed, so he's back. And you gotta be kidding me, Anthony Black is hurt too, 2 to 4 weeks. It actually might be over. Alright, we're gonna take game one, which is nice. We're gonna take game two. They're gonna take game three. They're gonna take game four. Okay, we need Anthony. Okay, we need these guys to step up big time if you want to go and win. But you know, nobody's averaging 20. Topic, I need you to score, man. I just need you to score. I need you to do everything in your power if you want to go and win a championship. But see what happens if we can go ahead and force the game 7 in back in Atlanta. So let's see what happens. And we are gonna do just that, 107 to 102. We're gonna force the game 7. Okay. Game 7. See what happens, man. Game 7 in Atlanta, like I said. So let's pull it off in front of the Atlanta Hawks fans here, and we are going to do just that, and we are going to go and pull it off just like that. 113 to 127. The Wizards come back big time at the end. But we still got Nikola Topic, and we got the Cleveland Cavaliers now. So Donovan Mitchell looks like he is gone. So no Donovan Mitchell. It's the Darius Garland show with Christopher Isaac Okoro, John Collins. Evan Mobley is no longer with the team as well. So it's literally only Darius Garland that's going to have to do all the scoring. So should have played in our favor, hopefully, but let's see what happens. So, how long is Anthony Black coming back? Jalen Johnson's in 4 weeks. Anthony Black actually might come back, so that should definitely help us out big time here. But, let's see. Game 1, they're gonna take game 2. Okay, no, it's not looking good, is it? No, we're down 3 to 0. Okay, Jalen Johnson's gonna make a return. Jalen Johnson's gonna make a return. But Anthony Black, his knee, is he not gonna come back, is he? No. Are we gonna get swept? No. Okay. So can we go out and maybe a Kung Lu, bro? Broke his vertebrae? Are you kidding me? You know, I'll just lose. Actually, hold on. Can we force the game 7? Can we force the game 7? What's going on? Can we force the game 7? Anthony Black is back now. Can we force the game 7? What's going on, man? What's going on? A Kung Lu, and as soon as we got fully healthy, Kung Lu broke his vertebrae. No, so that's a really serious injury. So he's definitely not coming back anytime soon. But it's whatever. Can we go ahead and force the game 7? And the Cavaliers are gonna have our number, 127 to 116. You know what? I'm running it back one more year, but we're turning injuries off because, man, that was just terrible. I'm running it back one more year, and I'm turning injuries off, and we can just see how it does there. So I'm running it back one more year with injuries off. We're stopping at the deadline. I'm trying to trade a Yankee. Kung Lu will be topping in a first-round pick for Jalen Duren here. Honestly, he'd just be an upgrade over Yankee Kung Lu, and I think we have to go ahead and do this here. So let's see what they say. They're going to want a second-round pick. That's a done deal. And they're going to give me a first, which, okay, sure. Okay, we get Jalen Duren. We trade a second and a first. And Yankee Kung Lu will be topping. I like that trade for us. See you guys at the end of the season. Alright, so for the last season, we're the 3rd seed. We gotta play Orlando. So, we got, so Orlando Magic, Shaden Sharp, Franz Wagner, Paul Bencaro, Donovan Clingan, Darren Peterson off the bench. Player stats, 18, 17, 14. 14 from Andrew Griffin, 10 from Sadiq Bey. We gotta play Orlando, like I said. So let's just go ahead and see if we can beat them in round one and see if we can maybe win the championship this year. We're gonna beat them in 6 to play Boston. Jalen Hood Shafino ended up signing with the Celtics, which was interesting. VJ Edgecombe, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, Derek White, Caden Boozer, Trey Lyles, Nick Richards, Trent Flowers, and Peyton Pritchard. So it's a pretty good team in Boston. So game one, we're going to take game 2, we're going to take game 3, we're going to take game 4, they're going to take, but game 5, they're going to take, and then game 6, we're going to beat them in 6. To play Detroit, K. Cunningham, Jay Ivey, Asar Thompson, Ron Hall, Marvin Bagley, Jamal Murray off the bench. Obviously, we gave them Onyeka Okongwu, which he ended up being a lot better for the Pistons. I don't know why, but it looks like he was in a better position, man. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. So again, against the Detroit Pistons, that obviously they're an overpowered team. They got Jamal Murray off the bench, Onyeka Okongwu, Malik Monk, Marcus Sasser, Obi Toppin. I think I kind of made them better by giving them Obi Toppin as well and all the other guys, which definitely sucks, but you know, it's whatever. So let's see what happens. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, we're going to take the 2-1 lead. They're going to even it up 2-2. We're going to take the 3-2 lead, and we're going to beat them in 6. To play Oklahoma City, so we beat Detroit. Now we got OKC. And they're obviously on the team that stops me all the time. But Shea, Dylan Harper, Lou Dort, Cameron Boozer, Chet Holmgren, Gar Dial, Matt Buzelis, Isaiah Evans, Malachi Branham, Day'Ron Sharp, and Jason Santa. And honestly, I don't think this team is that good right now. Also, I'm going to say right now, this team is okay, but let's see what happens. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, we take the 2-1 lead. They're going to even it up 2-2. They're going to take the 3-2 lead, and let's see if we can go and force Game 7 in Oklahoma, actually in Atlanta. So we should have the advantage of forcing Game 7 maybe, but it's relatively a close game, and they have the lead, and if we can get back into it maybe at the last second, still time, okay, so we lost. So 111 to 103 makes the finals, and we could not succeed. So we lost by Oklahoma City. That'll be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.